We're here for episode 2. I like to ask him a few questions, see how he goes by his day with fitness and just normal life stuff, things he likes personally, his background with fitness and everything. So, for social media, if you want to follow him, it's QFit31 on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, right? Yep, and Facebook. So pick any one of them. Whatever you're trying to do in the fitness world, this your guy right here. Lose weight, build muscles, lean, fast, speed, endurance, any kind of fitness you're looking for. My guy right here. What's up, Q?
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I appreciate you having me.
Always. First of all, this is dope, man. I know I say it all the time. Like, this is like a dream come true for me because I would like to one day get there and have my own facility like this. This is exactly how I picture mine because it's not too big, it's not small. It's just enough.
Right.
When did you decide it was enough going to One Life and Planet Fitness, all the other gyms, and you decided I'm on my own?
So for correction, so technically this isn't my gym. I do work out of here.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah. But so this, Michael Benitez Doman, he actually
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
he
Big shout out
actually
to Mike.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. He actually was the one. So I had worked for his dad at Winchester Boxing, which was above the Sportsplex.
Yeah.
So I was working there for a little while. That's when I originally had started training. And I was there for say about 4 or 5 months. And then some things had happened to where the business had closed down. So I started training out of the park for a little bit, just to utilize some space and, continue to give my clients what they needed so they can get their, exercise and stuff in. And then that's when Mike had, his son had reached out to me and had let me know that, he had came across some space, that, he wanted me to, come, work there, if I wanted to bring my clients there and start training. So, that's kind of how we got into we were in the bottom part of the Sportsplex at that time.
Yeah.
And we just, started working together a little bit, and just kind of grew from there. And, within that first year of us being there, we ended up outgrowing that space, came across here, and, it just made sense for us to be able to, move somewhere that was a little bit more convenient for people that are more in town, easy access to get here, but also doubling space for us. You know what I mean? Like I said, we had outgrew that space. So it just made sense for us. So
was it an easy transition here from there? Because I know it's
for the most part it was an easy transition because honestly it's just one exit up. And a lot of our clients are Winchester based, so it's it's easier for them. And we had already built that reputation of for what the gym was. So our clients, they were pretty excited to get over here. The boxing, it's been about 2 years now, and I train with Chris Green. He's one of the other trainers here. So a couple years ago, once it started getting cold, and I wasn't able to really do much running and stuff outside, so I just needed another way to kind of get some cardio in, exercise. So me and Chris Green started working with each other a little bit at the other facility, and that's kind of when I started getting into the boxing, more for the cardio side of it. So yeah, that's kind of how I got involved with that. I don't do any type of training like clients or anything with it, but I enjoy doing it on my own.
Yeah. What keeps you motivated? Because you work out every day.
Yeah, 5 days a week.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you work out consistently.
Yeah, consistently for sure. Discipline. You know what I mean? Motivation's not a big thing for me, especially when you've been in it as long as I've been. Motivation's gonna come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not something you can really base your workouts or anything off of. You gotta be disciplined. Show up on the days that you don't want to.
Yeah,
and at the end of the day, the work gotta get done. So, I don't really look at motivation, as a determination if I'm gonna, work out or anything. Like consistency, discipline. Those are the type of, values that I look at that carry me through. And it's like I said, regardless of how I feel, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about your clients? How do you keep them motivated?
Kind of like what I just said. For me, it's yes, for like early clients, like motivation things are going to be like great ways to keep them focused on track, especially people that come from not being as active.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to see results a lot quicker than you know what I mean, somebody like us that's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for them, that first 3 to 6 months, like their body can transform so much if they're, doing everything that they're supposed to be doing in the gym, but also outside of the gym with nutrition and everything. So I think for them, that early motivation of like seeing results, is like kind of was like, okay, like I see my body actually changing. I know I can do this. I can continue to do this. But for me, it's like I try to trick their mind. So turning it into a lifestyle versus just going off of motivation. Like for me, you know what I mean? It's like you got to be able to get your mindset in, this is going to be my lifestyle. Like this is something that I need to do. You know what I mean? It's not, yes, you're going to have times where you're enjoying it for 2 to 3 months and you love it, but then there's going to be a lot of times where it's like, the motivation is gone, but I know health-wise, this is beneficial for me. You know what I mean? So, once you get their mindset to a point of, this is something that I need, and it's not a time frame on it as far as like, for 3 months of my life and then, I can be done with it. It's just like, no, I need to be able to sustain this and continue to do this for the rest of my life, to extend my life, honestly.
Really. I mean? Like you said, that if you do it for 2-3 months, that's those 60, 90-day challenge workouts. And I applaud anybody doing that. It's great. If you could complete it, that's great. It's just after day 90, what do you do? Because it's over now. The girl or the man that's telling you day 1 do this, week 2 do, he's gone. Now where do you go? Some of them by day 90 or 60 or 30, they done added to their lifestyle. Some of them,
and that's honestly, that's why a lot of people do the 60 to 90 day like rule, or however you want to look at it, is because if you consistently do something for that long, 2 months, 3 months, it does start to become part of your habit, part of your routine. So it's like, once you get to that point, your body is almost at the point where it's like, okay, now I know I need to do something else. You know what I mean? I can't just quit doing this.
90 days is
you start to feel better.
3 months. That's
you can see a lot of
changes. You should add it to your lifestyle by that time.
Exactly.
Like 90 days you've done. If you work, you're a mom or you're a dad, you've added that for 90 days. It should pretty much be your lifestyle at that point.
Facts.
Motivational Monday. How did you come up with that?
So for me, it kind of started out, it wasn't like anything intentional, I would say. They just kind of just came to me one day, and I just happened to have some things on my mind that I wanted to speak about, which for me isn't a common thing, because I struggled a lot with, I don't want to say struggle, but I just I'm very private. I've gotten a lot better now, but I'm very private with how I speak, or like the people I speak to, like the people I'm close to, I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable with, but also, you know what I mean, like people that I'm not, comfortable with, or don't really know. I tend to sit back. I don't really speak that much. But for some reason, it just, like, with the business aspect, it just allowed me to connect with more people, and kind of share things that I feel a lot of people go through, or think about, but might not always have the courage to speak up or say it. You know what I mean? And it just makes you a lot more relatable to people, which it calls a lot more people to engage with me, and start speaking to me about asking questions about fitness, but also like lifestyle things. Like I said, things everybody goes through, but not everybody is willing to speak up and touch on those type of subjects. So that once I put that out there, it just, the amount of feedback that I got from people, it was just like, whoa, like.
So you really got to find that in you to do it every Monday now, because some people probably pick up their phones waiting on you.
No, that's a fact, man. I have a lot of people, like, that I see when I'm out or something, and I'm like, hey, man, like, you might not know, but you said this, and it kind of, I was in a spot where it just kind of motivated me. And I'm like, you just don't think about it, because it's like it's what I'm going through. But like I said, it's relatable to other people. So it's like, I'm glad that I found a way to be able to, in a sense, give back to other people, and help other people through situations. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something else that I do. So out of all the Monday motivations that I do, for some reason, I never go back and watch them myself.
For real?
I hate hearing myself talk. It's crazy. Like I'm telling you, all the feedback and everything that I get from people, I have never went back and watched any of my videos.
Yeah,
as soon as I hear myself talk, I cut it out every time. I hate it. Yo, it's crazy.
In fitness, have you had any like big setback that you had to recover from?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, for sure. So about almost 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease in my stomach. So within like a 2-week period, I went from being in like the best shape of my life to literally like the worst shape in my life. I lost like 20 pounds. And it was just like it was tough. It was tough.
Like stomach anything? You can eat anything?
Yeah, no, like I couldn't keep anything down. Like it was terrible. So that for me was like completely starting all the way over. I had to, first like humble myself and just, really dig myself out of a hole. Because like I said, going from being in probably the best shape of my life to like the worst shape in 2 weeks, it's like I'm starting from scratch. Especially like with strength, everything like that. Like it just was it was tough. It was tough mentally. It was I would say it was more of a mental battle for me than physical.
What kind of advice would you give the next person like going through that, battling that, like trying to get back in it, injuries, sickness, illness, death in the family, anything? What would you give anybody, and like what kind of advice do you have for people that deal with that?
So to go back to that, like the gym and mental health, the gym is a great outlet to utilize like for mental health, like to keep your stress down, you know what I mean, build confidence, those type of things like that. But don't use that as your only outlet. And like for me, that was a big thing because I do, internalize a lot. That's like one of my Monday motivations I did this week speaking on is like, for me, that was a resolution that I wanted to do going into the new year because I internalize everything. Like I struggle with, speaking to other people, even if it's people like I'm like real cool with, connect with. Like I've always struggled with that type of, like it's hard for me. You know what I mean? So like I would always depend on that. But I would say like definitely lean on people that you have that you're close with. Be comfortable with speaking about things that are bothering you. That you know what I mean. That we may not always feel is okay. That is something that I've been working on a lot and has helped me a lot. Just really,
man, I could honestly, if I didn't sit right now hearing it from you, I didn't think any of that stuff bothered you.
Yeah, like, no, there's a lot.
I just be going online like that Q out there killing it again. Good job, bro. I don't like a lot of people when I say I have to remind myself, yo, there could be this going on, there could be that going on. I think everybody's life is good until they say something. Any fitness goals in the future? Like, are you getting into like competition or run or marathon running or any of that?
Eventually on the marathon. I don't want to put a date on that yet. But I am at least going to do one. And I want to do the high rocks competitions. So I want to do at least, I would say probably one of each of those. I'm doing the winter series for the Shenandoah Valley Runners. I signed up for them, so it's like 8 races between now and in March. But they're like little 5Ks, but just something to kind of keep me, running, give me something to look forward to. Since it's cold out right now, it makes it a little harder for me to just go out and want to, run on my own. So that kind of gives me something to work towards. But yeah, eventually at least one marathon and one high rocks competition.
You'll probably kill it in all of them.
Yeah, I can't.
And March will be here soon before you know it too.
No, for sure.
This Saturday, your Q's class on Saturdays. Talk to me about that. What is that? Like, how did you come up with that? That's enough, man. You come up with a lot of good stuff, man. I'm telling you, I like it all. But tell me about that.
So honestly, the way the class started was just like I used to go out, to Hanley and do over the hill, that type of stuff on my own. Anyways, so it got to the point where like some of my clients started coming out and doing it with me, and I wasn't charging anybody for anything. They was just coming to get some work in with me. So then it got to a point like where like more and more started coming, and then, you know, they were just like, hey man, you should start like doing this as a class.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never really thought about doing it. But then it just started growing and you know, continued to grow. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's turn it into a class. So just a setting to, you know, kind of get people away from the gym. You know, showing them that you don't always need a bunch of equipment, you know what I mean, or anything like that for exercise. Yeah, you can literally just go out to the park, go to, you know, Hanley, run the steps, like those type of things.
Yeah.
Just a different scenery, you know what I mean? So yeah, and it just kind of blew up from there.
That's great. We're looking forward to it, and I'm guessing you're going to do it this summer.
Oh yeah,
too.
Starting in the spring, as soon as that weather starts to change.
Yeah, they love it. A lot of people don't always want to pay for gym memberships, so
right.
That's why fall and winter, some people just disappear. Once it start getting warm again, then you start seeing them getting the calls and texts again. When are you going outside? So that's a great thing, man. I'm glad. I'm happy you're doing something like that in the community, and it's a lot of people that show out and come out there and support you. That's great. I need to start coming out there. I just had a rough like since 2023. So towards the end of last year until now is when I started getting back like consistently in the gym. So
right.
Cheat day, do you have one?
Not a designated cheat day.
Yeah.
Yeah, not designated.
Chocolate chip cookies.
I'm more like, you know, if I'm in the mood for something, I'm gonna have it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't deprive myself from anything. Same like I tell my clients, like you still gotta enjoy yourself. You gotta enjoy life. So I'm never gonna be like, you know, you can't eat this, you can't do that. But you also gotta like realize like if I am eating this, then you know, maybe later on I need to lighten up on, you know what I mean, like as far as like what my intake is. So not a designated cheat day, but I do enjoy myself when I want to. Man.
You were a football player, so we're gonna ask you about some of these running backs in the game.
Okay.
First one, you Barkley or Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Bijan or Taylor?
Bijan. Yeah.
Give me your Super Bowl predictions.
Ooh.
The two finalists, the champion, and the MVP.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. Right on the spot.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, let's come back to that one. I'm not even sure, honestly, right now. The way this shit keeps going, I don't know.
Yeah, it's so crazy in the NFL.
I couldn't even.
Boyz II Men or New Edition?
Boyz II Men.
That was easy. Chris Brown or Usher?
Chris Brown.
Who could beat R. Kelly in a versus battle?
Ooh. Who could beat R. Kelly? That's tough.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
No, I don't even think I would put nobody against that.
I don't think anybody touches Kel.
Yeah, no, I'll let him have that.
Well, thanks, Q, man. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Man, I swear to God, I feel like